we doing? Everybody's good? All right, got a few more left for you folks. Next time to come on stage, keep it going for everybody. Brian Bradford, get it for Brian!
Thank you so much. I'm Brian Bradford. I do comedy at night. My day job, my real job, is I'm the head coach of Georgetown University arm wrestling team. If anyone in here needs a scholarship, just holler at me after the show. When my mother saw that story, she called me immediately. She said, "Can you get a load of these celebrities? What kind of lesson is that to teach to your children?" I said, "A very good one, Ma. Very good. That woman paid $400,000 for her daughter to go to USC. I sent my son to Norfolk State on a Pell Grant. I like the way they parent. I like the way they parent better than the way I parent, okay? The parents I don't understand are the people who let their children hang out with Michael Jackson. That's dangerous, that's crazy. They didn't think it was strange that Michael Jackson was calling their son every day after school. They chalked it up, they said, you know, Mike didn't have a childhood. Okay, Lil Wayne didn't either. I ain't letting Lil Wayne call my son every day. And be surprised when my 10-year-old likes hanging out at the trap house. But they just want to blame Michael Jackson for everything. Even the governor of Virginia blames him for using blackface. He said, "I just put on the blackface because I wanted to look like Michael Jackson." Michael Jackson was my complexion. He didn't have to use black shoe polish. He could have used tan. Could have used beige, khaki. Trust me, I know. I'm from Washington, D.C. I grew up in D.C. when it was still... Well, okay, I grew up in D.C. when it was still Chocolate City. All right, so in high school, I was the closest thing we had to a white boy. Every time we had a school play, I would have to be the bus driver. I'm talking about the bus driver who sent Rosa Parks to the back. All black city. I went to an all black church in Southeast DC. I went to an AME church, African Methodist Episcopal. All right, all black church in Southeast. The only white person who went to my church was Jesus. Very small church. I mean, half the size of this club. This church was so small, we didn't even have an air conditioner, okay? Just fans. And I don't mean window fans, I'm talking about hand fans. The kind that had pictures of Jesus on it. Or a picture of Martin Luther King. Or if you didn't pay your tithes, a picture of a funeral home. And it would get so hot in there, and I would start sweating, because I had a bald head when I was a child. I'd be sweating, and the preacher would feel bad for me. He'd look at me, say to the trustees, and say, "Open the windows. There's some air in here." But when you open the windows in Southeast, you can hear people arguing outside. The preacher would be like, "Love thy neighbor as thyself." And then the Lord thy God said, "Fuck you, nigga!" Preacher would have to explain to us that God never said that. He did it, but he never said it out loud. Like when he invented light. He said, "Let there be light." I personally think God was a little scared when he did that. Because he had been in the dark for 35 million years. And then all of a sudden he was like, "Let there be light." Oh, that was the best idea I've ever had. Jesus Christ, that was a good idea. Jesus walked in the room, he's like, "You called me?" It's like, "No, son, I was just thinking out loud." Jesus was like, "Whoa, what in the world? What did this happen?" He said, "It's light." He said, "Man, all this time we've been walking around in the dark. Every day I'm walking, I realize I'm walking on water. I'm ruining another pair of sandals." Look, I can go on all night. I got jokes, I can go all night, but I only have like 30 more seconds. So I'm gonna do like Facebook and just shut it down right here. All right? Facebook shut down. That's when Trump should have declared a national emergency. Look, you're a fantastic audience. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Brian Bradford! Love Brian. You guys see him on that show, Key and Peele? He was Key. I love Brian. Good catch. Good.